we're going to see the same story as Metalopolis all over again.
You're absolutely correct. If ThorZain can secure the third and let it mine for a little...
Oh,
no! Marines! That was bad.
Yeah, right-click on the rocks a little bit too long. Actually lost 3 or 4 Marines unnecessary, which normally isn't a big deal, but right now he actually had to temporarily retreat from the Mutas. Once again, Red doing an excellent job at temporarily delaying that expand. This tank might actually get sniped off as well. One Muta does fall. Ooh, the second Muta is really low on HP. If second Muta does fall, look at these other Mutas. 3 Mutas fall, perhaps 4. No, 1 hit remaining on this little Muta. Excellent job right there by ThorZain, single-handedly focusing the low HP Mutas.
Yeah, ThorZain doing what he can to stick around, but Ret, man, he's ahead right now, and he's in this position where you no longer have to be really supply effective. He just has to make sure that he's making good trades. He can throw 1,000 minerals at 500 minerals, if that makes any sense. He can throw a more expensive army at a cheaper army as long as he forces an exchange, because ThorZain's behind. He can't afford to be losing units. And look at this. Ret knows that third base is up. It looks like he wants to commit to taking it out. There is a Thor there and quite a few Marines. ThorZain doing a really nice job. Wow, big counterattack starting to materialize down below the natural expansion of ThorZain, but he's got a lot of stuff waiting up on that high ground, so I don't know if those lings can be very effective.
Both players actually playing really good right now. ThorZain has 145 supply, while Red's already 200. It seems like Red is slightly, but perhaps slowly but steady preparing for one big engagement on his third. A lot of Zerglings morphing into Banelings right now. We do see 3 orbiters come up. Here come the Zerglings, but we do have those towers right now. I doubt Red really wants to do this. Does he want to do this? Nah, he doesn't want to do this. Mutas entering the main base once again. Excellent job right there by Red. Takes out the first missile turret. A lot of SCVs falling right now for ThorZain.
Oh yes, and Red doing such a good job of, as ThorZain spreads himself out more and more, Red attacks from more and more different angles, and that's such good play from him. Only tanks and a single Thor in the third base. If Red flies over this, he could probably do some really nice damage. Those Mutas don't want to stack up though. That Thor does so much splash. Oh, huge splash. Every Muta takes damage there, and immediately Red turns around and backs away from that engagement.
And I actually think this is relatively bad for Red. Of course, not the state of the game, but just these a big amount of low HP Mutas. Right now, if it comes to a fight, all of these Mutas, I mean, it's a lot of supply, so eventually he's still going to have to bring them in the fight. And 1 or 2 Thor shots can do detrimental damage to all of these Mutas.
That was a really big, it was a big deal there, because once those units become so low on health, they become so much less effective at fighting Marines. And when you've got 30 Mutas, oh, here we go, another engagement in the natural expansion. Those Marines do stem, and they're going to run up and get a lot of Muta kills. Ret had 19 Marines, now he has 13 Marines, but he has knocked down that backdoor rocket. The Zerglings are going to come in here, and they're going to add a lot to this. Ret knocking out a turret with the Mutas and the Lings engaging Marines, but ThorZain, with nice positioning there, takes minimal amounts of damage.
Yeah, actually very impressed by the way that ThorZain managed to defend that. I actually think it was a brilliant move by Red though. I mean, sure, he sacrificed a couple of Mutas in the process, but he took out those 2 tanks, and that allowed him to actually take down these destructible rocks. Brilliant play by Red, even though...
at the Banelings. Oh my gosh. Red has 6 siege tanks, but they're spread out all over the map. These Banelings could do huge damage. The tanks are not sieged. Marines are going to fall, and the Banelings are just crushing through the army of ThorZain. Mutas are going to try to magic box, but they die so fast. And oh my gosh, Ret still has Banelings to spare. Down into the natural of ThorZain. All these SCVs are going to fall, and wow, ThorZain at the same time pushing the third base of Ret, but the Lings are there to clean that up. Wow, such great player from both these guys, but I feel like Ret was just too far ahead, and ThorZain falling deathly behind.
Excellent job right there by Ret. I'm just super impressed. His timings in this match were just ridiculous. I really love how he predicted this. Like 1 minute ago, he already decided, okay, I'm going to take out these tanks down and go for a circling run by, and just when that's over, I'm going for the big attack with a lot of Banelings. Absolutely superb play by Red.
He's been setting up his position all game long, working on taking down those rocks, like time and time again, just poking at them every chance he got, and eventually the rocks did fall, and as soon as that happened, he realized he could set up that huge Baneling, I guess we'll call it a bust, with only a couple of tanks there. So ThorZain, he's in trouble, man, all the way down to 26 SCVs. Oh!
Matter of fact, with 8 Marines right now flying straight into these Mutas, that's the last thing that ThorZain could have used. Once again, a couple of Lings just running around. These Marines taking a lot of damage right now as well from these Mutas. The Muta number is not that big anymore, but the Marine number is not that big either. Only 67 supply left for ThorZain. A
lot of units setting up outside the natural expansion of ThorZain. Lings and Banelings are going to come down once again, and with these Banelings, I feel like Ret could theoretically in this game. The Banelings are going to crush through once again. All the Marines are going to fall. The Thor is going to go down as well. Here come the Mutas focusing down the command center. GG, well played, and congratulations, Ret. Very happy there with the fist pump, securing his ticket to Blizzcon. He is so pleased. Look at that. That's just relief, man. And Ret, oh my God, I'm so happy for him. He's a friend of mine. I love the guy so much. He's going to California, and now the pressure's off. He's got one more best of 4. Actually, he's got to lose 2 best of 3s to be knocked out of the tournament, but he's got he's got nothing to lose, right? No. He's playing for $5,000 more. He's secured $5,000. So, man, such great play out of Ret. ThorZain getting knocked down into the lower bracket there.
You know, we often speak about how good Starcraft players think like 2 or 3 steps ahead, something that the audience doesn't see. And this is exactly what Ret did in this game, you know, thinking like, okay, I can take those, take out the tanks with the mutas. Okay, I might lose 2 or 3 mutas in the process. That's okay, my economy is booming anyway, man. I have 85 drones. Then he takes out the rocks with the Zerglings, makes a run by. Actually did not do the damage that I thought he was going to do, because ThorZain had excellent positioning with his Marines.
Right.
But just 30 seconds afterwards, the big baning wave comes in, and that's just something that ThorZain didn't have an answer to. And this is something that Ret calculated all along, and that just shows that how far these guys think ahead. Excellent play by Ret.
Oh, I could not be more impressed. We're going to go check out an interview with Ret and ThorZain right now. Congrats to both these guys. They're playing some excellent StarCraft. ThorZain is still in it, so don't go anywhere. We're going to hear from both these players in just a sec.
On the stage, and of course with the 2 players from that championship bracket final. First of all, ThorZain, tell us a little bit about, you know, what went wrong for you in that one, a 2-0 loss.
I'm not really sure what happened. The first game, I think I lost because I lost my 3rd expansion to his Mutalisks. And the second game, yeah, when I lost the push at his 3rd, I should have made, I don't know, I slipped some with my macros. I had too few Marines in the push, otherwise I would have maybe 8 to 10 more, and I think I would have cleaned up his Mutalisks.
I have a question. Both ThorZain and you started with Hellions against Ret, and pretty much those Hellions never did anything. Was there even a point to open up with Hellions? Maybe this is a noob question, but still.
On the first map, I kind of failed when I tried to drop. I should have just dropped on the low ground and then slowly elevated them up, because he only had Lingus. On the second map, it was I didn't get blue flame, so I didn't invest too much in them. It was mostly to get my expansion up and map control and try to deny creep tumors, but I failed at that.
Alright, well, let's not torture you more with questions.
And Ret, my first question for you, a lot of people online are saying, where's your Team Liquid shirt? What's going on?
Yeah, thanks for letting me clear that up. I've been all over the world, so my shirt got lost and I only had one, but I wish I was wearing it. I'm still Team Liquid and I still love my team. And I still love my sponsors, the Little App Factory and Razer, so.
So, Ret's not leaving Team Liquid, so that clears all that up.
And Ret, I have a question. I had doubts. What's your favorite unit? Is it the drone or the queen?
I like every Zerg unit the same. I give them equally much love, and they're all useful.
And Ret, we have to congratulate you, because you're the first player here at the European Battle.net Invitational to be qualified for Blizzcon. Big round of applause. And my final question to you, who do you want to play in the final?
ThorZain, of course, but then everybody here is going to hate me.
Ret, congratulations. Good luck at Blizzcon, but first of all, good luck in the final. Let's hear it for Ret and ThorZain. So, Carmack,